Okay, so now we've gotten a Django project set up, but we want to start returning some custom data. And to do that, we'll use Django views and URLs. But before we dive into those, I want to walk through an example to help us grasp the concept. We'll walk through how you would order food at a restaurant. The first thing you would do is you would go up to the counter and you would request your order. That order would be sent over to the cook, who would prepare your dish, and then your food would be brought to you. And this is very similar to how views and URLs work. And I like to think about views as being the what and URLs being the where. So a view being the what would return something like a web page or data, or in the restaurant example, it could be the pizza. And URLs being the where are locations on the website, like /about, /profile, /blog, /one. And in the restaurant example, could be like going to the counter and requesting the pizza. And it's important to note that URLs and views work in pairs. So /about works in pair with a specific view, /profile would work in pair with a specific view, and /blog, /one would work in pair with a specific view. And if we walk through the restaurant example in the context of URLs and views, the URL would be like going to the counter to request the pizza, which would call the specific view or send the request to the specific chef who knows how to make pizza. The chef would whip up your pizza and your food would be delivered to you. And now in the example of Django, this would be like going to mysite.com/about, which would be the URL, which would trigger its view that it's paired with, that would return the about webpage, and then it would show all this amazing info about you. But when you order food at a restaurant, sometimes you want to pass in specific ingredients. Like if you were requesting a pizza, you might want to tell them what toppings you want. And then when that order is sent over to the chef, he makes the pizza and he adds whatever toppings were requested. And the same thing can be done within Django using what are known as dynamic URLs. An example would be if you were going to mysite.com/blog/3, it would call the specific view that would return web page with blog number 3. But what if you had hundreds of blog posts, /blog/1, /blog/2, /blog/100? It would be pretty annoying to have to create a URL and a view for each one of those. So you can do things like pass variables in the URL. In this case, 3 could be a variable to signify which blog post. And it would still call the same view, and the view would understand, okay, let's show the web page for the blog with whatever number was passed. So if we went to mysite.com/blog/100, the same view would be called, and it would return the web page with blog 100. Awesome. So now that we know how views and URLs work, let's actually jump into our project and build some for ourselves.